Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J.
And we are coming to you from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Pete, the lovely Colorado Springs. You ever driven through Springs?
Oh, yes. Yes, Big Sky country. I love it.
It is a great place for food, for people, for hunting. We're going to get some hunting done out here, aren't we?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't wait.
Get some big game. It's a beautiful place. Well, I haven't been into this building since last season. I don't think so. It's only the second time of being a Big Sky Park here, I believe. And today we are showing up to play the team that did well last year. That's the Colorado Warblers. And actually, one fun fact about the Colorado Warblers, they're one of the teams just like the Beewolves. They're essentially the same team as last year. Everybody on this team played for the Warblers last year.
Yeah, everybody stayed home. The Warblers set up a long-term contract with most of their players, so they may change drastically between this season and next. But for now, we're going to see a team that closely resembles what we saw last year.
Very good, very good. Well, before we get into today's game, we want to go a little bit over what happened in the last game. And so while we do that, we're going to go down to... Oh, were you going to say something?
We lost. That's
yes.
what you got to know.
Yes, we are 0-1 on the season, and when you talk about that last game, boy, the Blowfish got it going early and often. In the first inning, Harry Backman scores the first run for the Fish, an 0-1 outfield single, bringing in the runner, making it 1-0, and then they continue things on into the second, when Keg Gutterson puts one into the outfield that has to get chased down, bringing in two more. They jump out quick, and then they start the third with this outfield smash by Jose Carloco, who had a huge day, Pete. Actually, player of the game. And by the end of the third inning, the Blowfish had a 5-1 lead. They were in command. I think Carloco ended up in first, Harry Backman second, and Keg Gutterson third stars of the game.
I was just going to say, I remember Backman featured prominently as well. He came in quite handy in their offense in that first game.
Yep. And Bender wasn't having a good day either. He started slow, didn't get many strikes. Here he has one against Awanga, who was the only Blowfish to go 0 for the day. In fact, he got him again later in the game with 2 strikeouts. Bertha Banks does what she can, Pete. She nails this one out and over the center field wall with Franco on base. And this is as close as the Beewolves were going to get at 5-4. They brought it to within 1. They were looking good. They held on in there. ...
Yes. I agree with you. At that point, when Bertha Banks hits that home run, makes the game 5-4, you start thinking, the Beewolves are going to pull this out. They're going to, they're going to chip away, and then of course disaster strikes in the 8th inning, and I think it let the air out of everybody's sails at that point. I think once the dust settled, we could, it was pretty evident that game had gotten out of hand.
Yeah, and at first you wouldn't tell. I mean, the beginning of the 8th inning, Tats Belfort comes in and looks good at first, like with this strikeout in the 8th against Stanley. But then, then he fell apart, just giving up 4 runs in the inning. It was just ugly. We won't even show you those low lights. Then things finally cap. I'm sorry.
And I think it came after he, like you said, Tats came out and seemed to be on fire. Picks up two quick outs.
Yeah, but then
you're thinking this is going to be it. We'll get our offense back. Back out on the field in the 9th, and we'll take this over. But after racking up to two outs, man, things just kind of went south.
Yeah, he ended up with like a 54 ERA or some ridiculous thing.
Finally, so we've traded him to Toronto.
Finally, things cap off in the top of the 9th when Eliza Peck grounds out to Kitty Kaufman, and she sets a tough lot this season. Kaufman comes up from San Diego, playing with the Platypi last season. She's got a good home in LA.
Yeah, she's a good fit. Played a very solid second base for them all day. A little shaky at the plate, but I think she'll settle in just fine, and she's going to be a good contributor for the Blowfish, which I say through gritted teeth.
Yeah, and the Beewolves had to come back. I mean, it was just strange that our 2 top pitchers, our top pitcher and our top reliever, just got hammered. But
yeah, that was the thing, is like I say, Hurley Bender only gave up the 5 runs, which again the Beewolves were kind of starting to overcome that. But honestly, like my partner said, he didn't strike out a lot. The numbers seem to be flipped for Hurley Bender. Normally you'd see double-digit strikeouts and then a couple of hits. It was flipped. He only got 2 strikeouts and then gave up 18 hits. So not the Bender we were used to seeing. And once again, the offense here to start the season, especially from some of our big-name players, just non-existent.
Yeah.
0 for the day. And you're like, I don't understand how these name players are coming up short. So
yeah. Well,
that was another tough thing to take.
We'll put that one behind us. We got a couple other games. We got 18 other games to share the score with you. Why don't you start off with the Nemesis visit the Overdogs? That's the game we couldn't get tickets to.
No, and we're in the press corps. Game goes to the Nemesis 3-2.
Wild Pigs visit the Outlaws, and the Outlaws take it 2-1.
The Freedom versus the Grapplers. Freedom go up early and hold on to win 4-0.
Moonstars go to New York to face the Wide Loads, and it's the Moonstars win 5-3.
The Sandcats and the Herbivores back and forth, and the Sandcats take the lead and take the win 5-1.
Colorado Buzzards go out to San Diego, play the Platypi, and they wish they hadn't. It's 9-1 Platypi.
The Hot Corners facing the champion Moose, and it's all Hot Corners 8-1.
Ooh, who thought that coming? The Freebooters visit the Gold Coats, and the Gold Coats show them who's what, 5-1.
Sirloins visit the Front Runners, and the Sirloin, exacting some revenge, they take it 9-4.
Crocs go to Tacoma to play the Herbivores. Crocs win at 4-1.
The Freedom and the Water Bullets. The Water Bullets jump out to an early lead and can hold on and win 3-2.
Grapplers come down to LA to visit the Blowfish. The Blowfish take it 6-4.
The Jacks and the Wild Pigs back and forth, and the Wild Pigs take it 7-6.
Overdogs go out to Detroit to play the Heaters. The Heaters start off and finish 4-3.
The Arctics versus the Burners, and the Arctics take a commanding lead 7-2 and win it.
San Diego Platypi to go face the Outlaws. It's close, but the Platypi take it 5-4.
The Nemesis versus the Sawteeth. It's back and forth, but the Sawteeth eke out a win 7-5.
Moonstars in New York again, and the Moonstars win it again 3-2 this time.
Whew. All right.
Boy, take a drink of water after that.
I was going to say, that was a plethora of winning there.
Drink it to the fire hose.
There you go. I'm going to drink my whiskey over here. I mean, water.
Well, start us off in the Pathfinder Conference, or the Pioneer Conference, Pathfinder Division, when you get a chance.
Okay. The Pioneer Conference Pathfinder Division, the Blowfish and the Crocodons both tied with records of 2-0.
And the Uncharted Division, San Diego Platypi up there at the top again. They're undefeated on the season so far. Perfect record, and I think second best run differential at a +9. They are one game ahead of everybody else in the division. The Bugs and Buzzards.
Yes, sir. And down in the Journey Division, our sister team, the Sandcats, they are perfect so far this year. They're 2-0 with a +6 run differential. The Arctics are behind them at playing 500 ball with 1 win and 1 loss.
In our Explorer Conference Seafarer Division, the Detroit Heaters have a perfect record. Pete, they're 2-0, and they got a 1-game lead over the Jacks and the Gold Coats. Frontrunners 0-2.
Yes, sir. And in our very own trade division, the Sirloins once again off to a hot start. Perfect on the season, 2-0 with a +10 run differential. Just behind them, and a tie for second, the Water Bullets and the Nemesis, both playing 500 ball with a 1 win and 1 loss each, and both of them holding a -1 run differential. So it looks like the trade division again is going to be
Yeah. The bottom of the barrel. Well,
I was going to say nothing to write home about.
I like my sirloin medium rare. The Curiosity Division, the Moonstars, the San Diego Moonstars, the top 2-0. So they're glad to have Junior Young Jr. down there this season. They have a perfect record. These Warblers also have a perfect record. They've only played 1 game, so they are still undefeated. It's always fun early in the season to see who can go the farthest before they get their first loss. A lot of teams still in the hunt.
That's very true. Very true.
That brings us to this game, regular season game 2 of 44. The Beewolves are 0-1 contact specialists going up against the Warblers, who are 1-0 bullpen beasts. So their pen is a good pen. So when their rotation isn't that great, but they'll figure it out. The starting pitcher tonight, the right-hander. It'll be good to see Bevis Ortiz take the bump today. He's just a shave better than average on most things, but he's actually better than his stats pour out. So it'll be good to see the right-hander out there slinging the ball.
Yes, it will. And backing him up is going to be Alora Franco at first base. She's got a .250 batting average in the young season. Hanley Dexter is at short, and he's 0 for the season. And Buster Biggs in left field also 0 for this season. So those were some of the big names we were talking about that really didn't come through in the first game of the season. So let's hope they can get off the snide here. We don't want them going. I think last season, Dexteris went 0 for 12. I mean, it was literally 0 for the first 3 games, and obviously we can't afford that.
Yeah, boy, 2 of our notable players at 0, and Buster Biggs was one of the top 10 players in the league last year. So I think that's probably just a little fluke game. They're going to be taking a look at the starting pitcher for the Warblers, the southpaw, left-hander Maurice Gutierrez. And Gutierrez doesn't throw the ball too hard, but he puts a lot of movement on it, and he's fair enough accurate.
That's true, and backing him up, Roosevelt at second base is locked in. He's got excellent power. He's got better than average ability to connect and excellent speed. He's hitting 750 after 1 game. Chops in center field, also locked in. Again, excellent power. He's got about average ability to connect, but he's got excellent speed on the base paths. If he can get on there, he can cause some problems. And he's hitting 600 after the first game of the season.
Jeez.
And then Schaefer at shortstop, again, locked in. All 3 of their notable players locked in. All 3 of them hitting over 300. Schaefer, the shortstop, has about average speed. His fielding is excellent, so you're not going to get a whole lot past shortstop Schaefer, and he's got an excellent arm, so he can really gun the ball. He's hitting 667 after 1 game of the season, Tom. So again, we're looking at what could be a very potent offense in the Warblers.
Yeah, well, you look at the bar up there. They don't have great contact, but they do have a considerable power. So hopefully Ortiz puts a lot of movement on the ball today and get some chasing stuff and reaching out to grab things. I think that's going to be the way to try and get past these guys. Let's look at that lineup from the assistant coach. It's coming in looking like this. Taking the start. The start is Gina Torrens. Gina Torrens will lead off at second base and bat first. Hanley Dexteris is going to bat second. A little bit of a humbling thing there. He's going to start off on deck. Starting off in the hole. Third up, Buster Biggs in left field. Batting cleanup, Alora Franco at first base. Batting fifth, Billy LeBoink will play right field, followed behind by Magic Moore, who's going to be in center field. At third base, Bertha Banks as usual. Now, it says Peck here, but do we want to put Monster in? Or do we just go with what the computer thinks?
I think we should. We thought about it, and we were going to make Monster our starter. So let's go ahead and give him a shot here.
Okay. Steve Monster will play catcher behind today, and he'll be looking forward to his first game here on the road. Bevis Ortiz then will take the mound, as you say, and he's got the forefinger, the curveball, the slider, and the fork pitch. Has first game of the season and their second game on the road, and it looks like they're going to be throwing us down to the field, this lovely park here tonight in Big Sky Ballpark up in the clouds.
Yes, sir. Night game.
Yes.
All the kiddies staying up late, rooting for their favorite team, Beewolves.
Yes, back in. Well, it's an hour earlier back in Phoenix, right?
Yes, sir. Going for the Warblers. Schaefer at shortstop, Roosevelt at second base, Lewis in right field, and Chops in center field, Bugby in left field, Erickson third base, Fisher at first, Pearson catching, and Gutierrez pitching. Coming up in the top of the first, you got Gina Torrens, Hanley Dexteris, and Buster Biggs. They're going to take a first look at Maurice Gutierrez. And as my partner pointed out, the best chance we have is to take advantage of the starting pitching because their bullpen is deep and it is tough. Torrens, the second baseman, is neutral and fit. 0 so far this season. Takes the first pitch for a called strike, and we are underway. That's in there for a called second strike, and Torrens is quickly in the hole 0-2. That one's jacked high into right field, and Lewis is under it, makes the catch for the first out.
Well, that happened pretty quick. Full moon tonight here at Big Sky Park. Hanley Dexter is looking for his first on base of the season, and he does it in grand style with a home run over the left field wall. Out of the park, right, Pete? Wow. One pitch, one hit. He needed to do that to get it. No, it's not out of the park. It's back. It went 397 feet. It's his first home run, first RBI of the season, and he broke the seal, Pete.
That's the way to do that. Buster Biggs, the left fielder, neutral and fit, hitting 0 so far this season. Nobody on, 1 out, and the Beewolves with a 1-0 lead. Buster puts that into right field for a clean single. So Buster Big standing at first base with 1 out.
All right,
Things happening quickly here.
Yeah, the Beewolves showing they can put this offense together like they have to. They came to play today, Pete, and they're not going to be passive about this. Maurice Gutierrez throws a 6-pitch, misses high. He's keeping a close eye on one of the men who led the league in stealing last season at first base, Buster Biggs. 2 quick balls to Laura Franco. That one blown outside, strike 1. There it goes for third base, and the hit up the middle into center field. And he's rounding for third. He's going to slide in, and he makes it. Buster Biggs, great single by Laura Franco, and that brings the runners to the corners. No outs.
Yes, sir. No outs. Runners at the corners. Billy LeBoink, the right fielder, steps in. He's hitting .500 on the season. He's a fan of the high pitch. That one's in the dirt. Ball 1. That's on the ground to Schaefer at short. He'll flip it to second.
Oh.
And then over to first for the double play. And we're out of the inning. But the Beewolves get 1 on 3 hits. Barry Schaefer, Milk Roosevelt, and Ash Lewis are going to face off against Bevis Ortiz in the bottom half of the first inning. Ortiz given a lead to work with.
Barty Schaefer's going to start things off for the Warblers tonight. Again, he's hitting .667 on the season. Locked in and fit. First pitch outside corner, misses ball 1. He's got 2 RBIs already, Pete, in that first game.
It's a strike.
It's a strike. 0-1 the count to Schaefer. Bevis Ortiz looking comfortable on the mound. Shatters his bat as he fouls it off, and Bevis Ortiz is ahead of him in the count. Ooh, nice breaking pitch low. He doesn't chase, though. Schaefer's too good, the shortstop, to swing at those ones. Hits that one hard to... Oh! At the third base. And Bertha Banks dove for it. Couldn't make it. And they hold him up at first base with a single. Milk Roosevelt comes in. He's locked in. The outfield's going to go deep for Mr. Roosevelt. Not a whole ton of speed at first base. And Schaefer, it's popped up behind the plate. Monster's going to go back, but that's going to be out of play. Souvenir for some fans here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Pitch number 6 from Ortiz looks like this. In the dirt. Good trap by Steve Monstour, the newly reacquired catcher for the Arizona Beewolves. That one's right in there for a strike. Oh, 1-2 the count. Inside corner, that's over to Dexteris, runs over and hits it with his leg to stop it. It's a single. Runner makes it to first. And up comes Ash Lewis, who's tense. He's got good contact against right-handers, who is Ortiz. Hopefully Ortiz gets to him. Misses outside with that one, ball 1. Possible triple play if he hits it to third. Swing and a miss, strike 1. We're evened up at 1 apiece. Looking for his third pitch. It is 11th of the day. Good trap by Monstour. The outfield's going deep, just in case for Lewis. That one's in there for a strike. Nice breaking pitch, and we're knotted up at 2 apiece. In the bottom of the first, 1-0 Beewolves in Colorado. Outside corner, strike 3. The ump liked that one, and so did Bevis Ortiz.
Yes, sir.
Edwin Chops comes in, hitting .600 on the season. The outfield's going to go back against the wall. Chops, we got 1 out. Hopefully hits into a double play. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Chops misses outside, ball 2. We're up to 15 pitches. That one's in the dirt, ball 3. And now he's going to decide whether he wants to go right at him, and he does. Strike 1, 3-1 the count to Edwin Chops, who's chewing something. Comes back with another strike. 3-2, we're full up now. The breaking pitch outside corner, strike 3. Goes from 3 balls to 3 strikes. Puts away 2 runners in a row. Another K. And up comes Dash Bugby. And Bevis Ortiz wants to get out of this inning in 23 pitches if possible. 23 pitches. That's a lot of pitches. He's got runners at first and second with 2 outs. There's a roller to Franco, who couldn't grab it. Oh my gosh. LeBoink's coming in, bare hand, throws it home, and doesn't get the runner in time. That one just got past Franco in the right field. LeBoink threw it home, but it wasn't in time. The game is tied up. Ariel Jackson hitting .200 on the season. Generally a power hitter. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. The pressure's up. Popped up down the right side. That's going to drift foul. 0-1 the count to Jackson. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Ortiz is going to hopefully put him away here. Oh, that one goes straight into center field. That's going to be another run for the Warblers. And it's 2-1. And Bevis Ortiz is starting to look a little tense. Pewter Fisher comes up in the pressure comes up here. Check swing, strike one. 0-1 the count to Fisher. 25th pitch is a strike by Bevis Ortiz. 0-2. The breaking pitch goes to Franco. Luckily, she's going to scoop that one up and walk it down herself and end that side.
But they pick up 2 runs on 4 hits. So as we head into the top of the second, it's Warblers 2, Magic Moore, Bertha Banks, and Steve Monstour getting a first look at Gutierrez, who threw 11 pitches and gave up 3 hits in that top of the first inning. Magic Moore, the center fielder's neutral and fit. He's hitting .667 on the young season, and he's got better connection versus left-handed pitchers.
He does. That one came high and inside, misses ball 1. That one's ball 2. 2 quick balls. Maurice Gutierrez only thrown 14 pitches so far. That one's outside. 3-0. Do not swing, Magic Moore. 4-pitch walk. Good patience by Magic Moore, and he'll take first base as a prize.
Yes, sir. Bertha Banks, the third baseman. She hit a home run in the first game of the season, so she's hitting .250 with a home run and 2 RBIs so far this year. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. Magic Moore's off with the pitch, and he is going to be in there with a stolen base. That's 1 ball, 1 strike to Bertha Banks. That pitch is high, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to Banks. There's a roller to the first baseman, Fisher, who picks it up, and that's a foot race to first base. And unfortunately, Fisher wins, so Bertha Banks is out.
But I like
Steve Monstour steps in.
I like what I'm seeing so far, though. Got a runner at third base with only 1 out. Monstour could bring in that RBI and tie this game up. Fouls that one off down the right field line. 0-1 the count. Top of the second, 2-1. Ooh. That's brushing back off the plate. 2-1 Warblers. That one's a high and inside, too. Ball 2. And it looks like Gutierrez is losing a little bit of his stuff. That's an easy pop-up behind the plate. Luckily, going to drift foul. 2-2 the count. Late swing, liner to Erickson. Oh, and he comes back. Magic Moore, good heads-up play.
All right, so 2 outs, runner at third base in Magic Moore. Bevis Ortiz, the pitcher, steps in. 2 outs.
Yes.
First pitch is going to drop in there into center field for a clean single, and Magic Moore crosses the plate, tying the score at 2. Beewolves 2 and Warblers 2.
Way to go. Way to tie it up. Bevis Ortiz is at first base. Pressure comes up here in the top of the second. And she smashes that one hard to right field, but that's going to be... Oh, God. Edwin chops a diving catch.
Oh, Lord. But the Beewolves pick up another one. So it's 2-2 as we head into the bottom of the second. Hubbub Person, Maurice Gutierrez, and Barney Schaefer, the leadoff man, all coming up. Ortiz threw 26 pitches in that first inning. Person, the catcher, hitting .500 this season. Bevis Ortiz with, like I say, 26 pitches. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. Gave up 2 runs and has 2 strikeouts. That's in there for called second strike, and Person is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes in the bottom of the second. There's a roller to get to Dexteris, who pick it up, make the throw to first for the first out. 1 out. Maurice Gutierrez, the starting pitcher, steps in. He's feeling neutral and fit. He's got a little bit of power, but he does struggles to make contact and does not have a lot of speed. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out to Gutierrez. There's popped up on the infield. Bevis Ortiz is there and makes the catch for the second out. Bevis Ortiz. Barney Schaefer, the shortstop. He's 1 for 1 with a single. He's got good power versus right-handed pitching. Hitting .750 on the season. That's in it for called strike. Strike 1. Ortiz starts off almost every batter with a strike. That's popped up along the foul line. LeBoink is there, but it's going to just drift into the stands. So no play. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Schaefer. Ortiz up to 33 pitches. That's in there for called third strike, and he goes down on strikes. So Ortiz up to 3 Ks on the day. Henley Dexteris 1 for 1 with a home run. Buster Biggs 1 for 1, and Alora Franco 1 for 1. Gutierrez at 26 pitches, giving up a walk, 4 hits, and he's got an ERA of 9. And the score is knotted at 2.
All right, let's see if Dexterous can go home run every time tonight.
There you go. Hanley Dexterous 1 for 1 with that home run. He's hitting 200 on the season. First pitch is up. Ball 1. That's a smash. That's going deep into left center field off the wall. Oh. And Dexterous, for some reason, held up at first base.
That's he's 2 for 2.
Yes, sir. He's coming out, which is good.
Buster Biggs 1 for 1 with a single. There goes Dexterous for second. The swing and the miss. The throw not in time, and Dexterous is in scoring position with no outs. Way to go, Handley. High inside, ball 1. Good patience by Buster Biggs there. Top of the third is a tie game. That one near the hands, ball 2. Goes back to second, throws it to the outfield. Center field, and he's
going for third.
Sliding,
and
makes
he's
it
be in there. All right.
Way to go, Handley. Dexterous now in scoring position. Oh, that's a pop-up. He's got to get back. That's going to be an easy out for the shortstop, Schaefer. 1 down.
All right. The first baseman. All right, so 1 out. Hanley Dexterous standing at third. Laura Franco 1 for 1 with a single. She's hitting 400 so far this season. Hanley Dexterous at third base, 1 out. There's the bunt down the first base line. That's a clean sacrifice for Laura Franco, and the run scores, giving the Beewolves the 3-2 lead. Billy LeBoink stepping in.
Yeah, Billy LeBoink's got great contact, likes his pitches up high. First pitch is in there.
Oh.
It's a low one, hits a little roller to Erickson at third base, who double pumps, throws in the first 3 out.
Yep, but the Beewolves pick up another one, making it 3-2 as we head into the bottom of the third. Beewolves out hitting the Warblers 5-4. Milk Roosevelt, Ash Lewis, and Edwin Chops going to face Ortiz, who's thrown 34 pitches with 3 strikeouts, giving up 4 hits, and an ERA of 9.
There you go. Milk Roosevelt, like you said, locked in. A lot of power, hitting 800 on the season. That's insane. The left-handed batter standing tall in the box, hits it hard. It's another one. He cannot not get on base, Pete. He's crazy.
Yep.
1 pitch, 1 single. Ash Lewis comes up hitting tenths. He's 0 for 1. Still has a lot of power, so the outfield's going to go deep for him. Got a quick runner at first base. Ortiz goes over. Franco can't quite pick him. Keeping him close. Pete Ortiz getting ready to throw his 36th pitch. Gets the signal from Monstour. There's the throw to second. Almost, but not in time. Good toss by Monstour. They got a runner now in scoring position. Looks like the same thing the Beewolves had. There's a strike at outside corner. Lewis. 1 apiece. Bottom of the third. There's a roller back to Ortiz. Oh, doesn't get him. Wow, he had some speed. He went to third base. Took a while to throw, and it gets nobody. Wow, it seemed like he held that ball for a minute before he got rid of it. And now there's no outs. There's runners at the corners. Ortiz is going to have to put away some batters here. Curveball popped up behind the plate. Foul. The outfield's going to go deep. Inside corner check swing strike 2. 0-2 the count. He's looking for that K. Anticipated that one. Hits it hard toward his own dugout. Still 0-2. Bottom of the third. Dangerous situation here for Bevis Ortiz. High fastball just misses. Ball 1. 1-2 the count to Chops.
Oh.
Pops that one foul. That's going to go into the stands on the first base line. Making a pitch. Fools him. Strike 3. That's another good one by Ortiz in a great time. Now they're hoping for that double play. Dash Bugby's 1 for 1. He had one earlier in the day. Ortiz lining him up. Looks at it. Delivers. Breaking pitch outside. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. The fans on their feet here. The pressure up in Colorado. The Warblers want to tie this thing up. Swinging a miss, strike 2, and Ortiz looking great on the mound. Closing in on 50 pitches. Breaking pitch outside. Good stop by Monstour. Doesn't chase. 1-2. 1 out. There's a hit to right field. That's going to go foul. Or the fence removal sign. Still 1-2. That one's popped up into right field. Billy LeBoink under it, waving people off. He's going to catch it and throw home, but the runner's going to make it. And the runners advance. They get that tying run. 2 outs. 1 more to go. Uriel Jackson, 1 for 1, locked in with a single. The outfield's going to play deep for Jackson. He got a runner at second base with 2 outs. So they got to keep him in the infield. First pitch misses inside. 1-0 the count. Outside, that's popped up foul. Laura Franco's going back for it. Makes the grab in front of the Warblers dugout. 3 down.
All right, so the score is tied up, 3-3. Both teams have it with 5 hits. Magic Moore with a walk. Bertha Banks 0 for 1. Steve Monstour 0 for 1. Gutierrez has thrown 34 pitches, giving up a walk, 5 hits with an ERA of 9. Magic Moore has good connection versus left-handed pitching. He walked the first time up. He's hitting .667 on the season. Takes the first pitch from Gutierrez for a called strike. Strike 1. That's in there for a call. Second strike. Moore in the hole. 0-2. There's a popper to the shortstop Schaefer, who's able to make the catch for the first out.
Bertha Banks comes up 0 for 1 on the day. She got a home run in that last game. The first Beagle to get a home run this season. Hopefully the third as well. It's hard down the line. That's a fair ball. She's going to round first base for second. She's going to have to dig for it because she's not super fast. Makes it in for a sliding double.
But she's hurt.
Oh, is she? Yeah, hold on a second.
Steve Monstour, injury to Bertha Banks, tweaked groin.
Oh, she tweaked her groin coming into second base there. They're going to have to pull her for third base and bring in, I guess Ruby Green also plays. Yeah, Ruby Green's going to have to come in. They're going to have to give Bertha Banks some time in there.
Okay, so Ruby Green's going to come in and pinch run. She's got average power, average ability to connect, and a little less than average speed, but she's known around the league as an RBI man. And Steve Monstour takes the first pitch for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Ruby Green at second base. Swing and a miss, and Monstour's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Allen's outside, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, Steve.
Swing and a miss, and Monstour goes down on strikes. Not worth that raise.
Bevis Ortiz, one for 1 of the day with an RBI earlier. Hopefully he can get an outfield single. Bring in Ruby Green. He hits that one off the Warblers dugout. 0-1 the count. Hits that one into the Warblers dugout. 0-2. He's ahead of all these. Outside, good patience by Bevis there. 89 miles an hour. 1-2 the count. It's a little roller to second base. Roosevelt barehands it. Throws him out at first. 3 down.
Yes, sir. So we're heading into the bottom of the 4th. Score is still tied 3-3. Pewter Fisher 0 for 1. Hubbub Pearson 0 for 1. And Maurice Gutierrez 0 for 1. Ortiz at 51 pitches, 4 strikeouts, giving up 5 hits. His ERA is at 9. Pewter Fisher, the left fielder, is neutral and fit. He's 0 for 1 today. Now at third base, Ruby Green for the Beewolves, replacing the injured third baseman.
Bertha Banks.
I was going to say Beatrice. Bertha Banks.
Beatrice.
Fouled off. Pewter Fisher now with a count of 2 balls and 1 strike. No outs in the bottom of the 4th. That one's popped up. Monstour's out and catches it along the third baseline, just outside of the batter's box. Hubbub Pearson, the catcher, stepping up. He's 0 for 1 today, hitting .400 on the season. Ortiz is up at 55 pitches, giving up 3 earned. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That's popped up behind home plate and out of play. And Pearson now finds himself in the hole. 0-2. That one's low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes with an out in the bottom of the 4th. There's a shot to Ruby Green, who's going to pick it up. Double pump, make the throw to Laura Franco across the diamond for the second out. And Maurice Gutierrez, the starting pitcher, stepping in. He's 0 for 1 today.
Let's make him 0 for 2, Pete.
I think that sounds good. Ortiz up at 59 pitches. Delivers that one, a called strike to Gutierrez. No balls, 1 strike. He anticipated that one. It's going into center field. Magic Moore is on his horse, picks it up, and gets it into second base quickly, but Gutierrez with a clean single. So the Warblers with a 2-out base runner here. Barney Schaefer, the leadoff hitter, with good power versus right-handed pitching. He's locked in, hitting .600. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1.
Anticipated.
That one was high, ball 1, but he anticipated it, so 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He fooled him completely with that pitch. And Schaefer now is behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh. That one's a little outside. Evens the count up at 2-2.
Come on.
There's a shot that's going into center right, and Moore is on his horse, picks it up, gets it into the cutoff band.
Darn it.
And just missed him. Laura Franco's relay home was just a second short. And with that, the Warblers take a 4-3 lead. Runner at second base with 2 outs, and Milk Roosevelt standing in the home plate. He takes the first pitch for a called strike. Roosevelt hitting .833 with an RBI, and he's also locked in. Takes the second pitch for a called strike. He's now in the hole 0-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Come on, Bevis. Anticipated that 2-strike fastball, but it was outside. Ball 1.
How's he anticipating everything?
Anticipated that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Roosevelt lets that one go. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Milk Roosevelt. And he hits that one to Green.
Oh, come
Green
on.
Misses it. Oh, and she missed the ball, misplayed the ball. That'll be an error on Green. And so Roosevelt reaches on an error. So 2 outs, runners at first and second. Ash Lewis, who's got good connection versus right-handed pitching, but he's tense. Only hitting .143 in the young season, but he does have a home run and an RBI. First pitch is outside, ball 1.
Come on.
He anticipated that one. That one's going deep, and that's out of here. A 3-run shot to center field, 429 feet. That's Lewis's second home run of the season and his 4th RBI for a guy that's tense. Edwin Chops, the center fielder. He's 0 for 2 today. Likes the inside pitch. And very quickly, the Warblers had jumped out ahead here. Ortiz delivers a strike. No balls, 1 strike with 2 outs.
How do they anticipate? These guys know everything that's coming, you know?
Yep. Allen's in there for a called second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Warblers 7, Beewolves 3. Allen's fouled off. And Chops will get another pitch. Chops hitting .429 this season. There's a shot that's going to Torrens, who will make the grab, throw over to Franco to retire the side and end the inning. But for the second time in 2 games, Beewolves give up 4 runs in 1 inning. And the Warblers are up 7-3. Gina Torrens, Hanley Dexteros, and Buster Biggs going to come. Gutierrez has thrown 46 pitches with a strikeout.
The second baseman.
I've never seen so many times that they knew where the pitch was coming.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Torrens so far without a hit this year. First pitch is low, ball 1.
Jeez.
Roller to Fisher at first base. It's a foot race, and Fisher wins. 1 out.
Hanley Dexteros.
Yeah.
2 for 2 with a home run and a single. So maybe Dexteros could do something here. Just get to third base or something. Inside corner, good eye. Ball 1. 1-0 the count to Dexteros. Top of the 5th, 7-3 Warblers. Second pitch is a ball, 2-0. That one's hit a liner, but straight to Roosevelt. 2 down. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Buster Biggs, the left fielder, 1 for 2 with a single, hitting .167 on the season. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. That one's inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Biggs. That one's inside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike with 2 outs. That one's up. 3 balls and a strike to Buster Biggs. There's a shot, and it's a grab by Erickson at third base. 3 up, 3 down for the Beewolves. And we're heading into the bottom of the 5th. Dash Bugby, 1 for 1. Uriel Erickson, who just made that great play, 1 for 2. And Pewter Fisher, 0 for 2. Ortiz at 79 pitches with 4 strikeouts and 8 hits.
79 pitches, 80 pitches.
Yeah.
Dash Bugby, 1 for 1. The tense Ortiz lining up. Throws a curveball, misses outside, ball 1 to Bugby. 1-0 the count. That one high and inside, strike 2. Now Bugby's going to be looking angry at this next pitch. Hits that one hard, but it's to Dexteros, who's going to pick him up, whip it over to first. 1 down. Good pace thus far. Real Jackson, like you said, made that great jumping catch. He's 1 for 2. A single and an RBI. Third baseman for the Colorado Warblers, whose fans are cheering on a 4-run lead in the bottom of the 5th. That one misses outside, ball 1. It's not too late, though. You know, we still got 4 innings left, essentially. Or 6, 7, yeah. After this, the Beewolves can get back in. They got it off. It's 2 quick balls. Finally a strike by Ortiz there. He's throwing 85 pitches. He's losing a lot on everything. Hoping to get out of just this inning. There's a roller to Franco. It's foul. 2-2 with 1 out. Breaking pitch is another foul ball to Franco. I think he likes Franco. Ortiz going to see if he can get him chasing. Does. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's another K for Ortiz. Late game. Peter Fisher, 0 for 2. Bevis Ortiz likes to see that. He's losing a lot of his accuracy after 88 pitches. 89. Misses inside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. We're here in the 5th inning. That one's popped up in the center field. Magic Moore back up for it. Makes the grab for the 3rd out.
All right, so as we head into the top of the 6th, Warblers 7, Beewolves 3, Laura Franco 1 for 1, Billy LeBlanc 0 for 2, Magic Moore 0 for 1 with a walk. Gutierrez at 56 pitches, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 6 hits. His ERA is at 5.4. Franco 1 for 1 with a single and an RBI, hitting .400 this season.
It is. I was like to see what she could do here. The first pitch by Gutierrez pops straight up into the air. That's a nice little lofter. You got it? You ready? Okay, Roosevelt makes a nice easy catch. 1 down.
Billy LeBlanc 0 for 2 today, playing right field, hitting .333 on the season though with 2 RBIs. He is a fan of the high pitch. 1 out in the top of the 6th. Allen's inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Allen's high, ball 2. 2-0. Allen's low, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. That's in there for a called strike. That's ball 4, and Billy LeBlanc will take his base. So the Beewolves with a base runner.
Magic Moore's got good contact against the southpaws, as is Gutierrez. He's 0 for 1 on the night, so you can change that up. LeBlanc's not going to steal at first. First pitch is outside, second pitch is outside. 2-0. 2 quick balls, and it looks like Gutierrez is struggling to find the strike zone. Hard hit down the third baseline foul. 1-2 the count. That one's outside, ball 3, and yeah, the Beewolves can, I think, watch most of these come in. Hard hit, double play to Schaefer, 1 to second, and over to first for 2.
It was right in there. The bottom of the 6th, Hubbub Pearson, Maurice Gutierrez, and Barry Schaefer going to face Ortiz, who's thrown 90 pitches with 5 strikeouts, 8 hits. He's got a 7.2 ERA, and the Warblers still holding on to a 7-3 lead. How about Pearson, the catcher's 0 for 2 with a .333 average. Ortiz showing signs his velocity and his accuracy are struggling, but it looks like they may be going to the bullpen. And here comes Benson Rushmore. Benson Rushmore has a little bit better than average velocity. Average junk. His accuracy, though, he struggles with accuracy. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. And we're heading into the bottom of the 6th. First pitch from Rushmore is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Hubbub Pearson. Pearson is now in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Allen's fouled straight back, out of play. Pearson bought himself another pitch. Swing and a miss, and Pearson goes down on strikes. Big K. Nice to see the pitching coming along, I think, Tommy. I mean, a lot more strikeouts than we saw in the first game. Maurice Gutierrez 1 for 2 with a single. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Allen's inside, ball 1. 1-0. Gutierrez is locked in and fit. That's in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Warblers with a 4-run lead. Allen's outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Allen's low, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Gutierrez. Fouls that one off. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. That's in there for called third strike. Gutierrez goes down. That's Rushmore's second K, isn't it? Or
2 batters, 2 Ks.
Yep. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Barney Schaefer, the shortstop. takes the first pitch for a called strike, strike one. Schaefer's locked in, hitting .667 this season. That one's low. Evens the count up at 1-1. That's in there for a called second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Barney Schaefer. That one's low. Count goes even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's in there for a called third strike, and Rushmore strikes out the sides. Way to go, Benson. Coming up in the top of the 7th, Ruby Green's first at bat. Steve Monstour 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and Benson Rushmore's first at bat. Gutierrez at 67 pitches with a strikeout, 2 walks, and 6 hits. CRA's at 4.5. Ruby Green is 10th since that error she committed in the field. She's hitting .250 for the season.
Ball inside.
First pitch is inside, ball 1.
No.
That one's a blooper to the second baseman, Roosevelt, who picks it out of the air for the first out.
Steve Monstour comes up. He's 0 for 2 on. He's looking to get his first hit of the season here. Although he's having a hard time finding the ball. First one's outside corner, 90-mile-an-hour strike, 1 by Ortiz Gutierrez. That one's inside corner, strike 2. He's quickly in the hole. Pitch number 72 is right in there. Ooh, check swing. Good patience there. Good call by Steve Monstour. That one's popped up. That's going to be a caught foul ball and a third base sign by Uri Erickson. 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher, Benson Rushmore.
Benson Rushmore's locked in and fit. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Warblers with a 4-run lead, 7-3. Rushmore takes the first pitch for a called ball. There's a smash. That's going into center field. That'll drop in front of Chops for a clean single. And the pitcher has reached base. The pitcher.
Benson Rushmore single-handedly he's angry about this.
We're not getting much out. Again, we're not. I don't know if they're hitting with Nerf bats again or what, but they're getting no action off of these hits.
Gina Torrance 0 for 3. Maybe should have gone with Freddie Knox. Hits that one foul down the third base line. 0-1 the count to Gina. That one misses, ball 1. Good patience. 1 apiece. Top of the 7-7-3. Warblers. Hits that one foul ball on the right field side. 1-2 the count to Gina. That one's way inside. She gets out of the way of it. Good dodge. 2-2-2. First time this season. Hits that one hard. Oh, a diving grab by Fisher for the third out. Look at the defense with this team.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, we're not getting much action off the bats. Milk Roosevelt 2 for 3. Ash Lewis 1 for 3 with a home run and a strikeout. Edwin Chops 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Rushmore threw 15 pitches in that 7th inning.
Milk Roosevelt locked in 2 for 3 with 2 hits. The outfield's going to go deep. Rushmore had a great inning last inning. We'll see if he can continue things here. He's got to stop Roosevelt, who's hitting .714 on the season. They call him Milky's Milky White. There's a first strike in there. 1 apiece. 2 pitches. Inside corner hit hard. Dexter is diving but can't quite get it. Magic Moore's going to pick it up and hold him up at first base. First batter on, no outs. We've been here before Pete. Ash Lewis comes up 1 for 3 on the day. Good contact against right-hander. He's got a home run already, a 3-run home run. He's got a fast runner at first base. First one's a ball, second one's a strike. Outfield's going to wade back. Goes to first base, tries to get him. Franco couldn't quite pull the glove down. 1 apiece to Ash Lewis. The hit. Gina Torrance, stops it. When the run gets in, she knocks it down, but couldn't quite grab it. Doggone. And runners at first and second with no outs. And Edwin Chops comes up, and this is where they get that 3-run home run pitch. Pete, he likes the inside pitch. Is he going to take it out? Oh, he hits it hard. And it's fair ball. Oh, my gosh. It goes back to LaPointe, who's going to throw it to the cutoff. Franco's going to go home, but they get another run. It's now 8-3 and no outs. Up comes Dash Bugbee, 1 for 2 with a single and 2 RBIs. Runners at second and third with no outs. This is outside. Ball 1. Inside there's the roller to Franco, who's going to whip it home. Darn it. She tried to stop that run. At this point, we just got to go to first. Tried to stop that run, but he was shot out of a gun. And now it's 9-3. Check swing, strike 1 outside. That one hit hard to Dexteris, who's going to second. Oh, she drops the ball. Easy double play. Tosses it to Gina Torrens, who drops the ball, and it's 10-3 Warblers with no outs. Runners at first and second. Strike one to Pewter Fisher, who I think is, he's over 3 on the day. Anticipated, of course. That one goes into left field. Billy LeBoink throwing home to hold them all up. Bases are loaded with no outs. And Hubba Pearson comes up 0 for 3. Already double digits by the Warblers. 10-3. It's a 7-point Warblers lead. Hits that one hard. And it goes fair down the line. Past her, and the runs coming to 2 runs come in. It's now 12-3. Still no outs. And Maurice Gutierrez comes up 1 for 3. This is a blowout, Pete. And Maurice is going to sit. Lennox Haley's going to come out and pinch it for him. Power against left-handers, likes his pitches high. He's tense, but they figure, why not? Everyone's hitting Benson Rushmore. and there he goes. His accuracy shot. They're going to bring in Dusty Winder, who's going to come in and pitch for the first time this season. He's got the forefinger, the curveball, and the changeup. First pitch, rising fastball inside corner, strike 1 to Lennox Haley. So misses that, strike 2. Lennox Haley is tense, not good on his contact. Check swing, strike 3, and he comes in and does something really big right there. Striking another out. Barney Schaefer comes up 2 for 4, hitting .571 on the season. 1 out now, hoping to get that double play ball. Check swing, strike 1. Benson Rushmore, or Dusty Winder looking good here. 5th pitch, swing and miss, strike 2. Let's see if he can close things out with Barney Schaefer. Breaking pitch, Torrens to second, to first. They got the double play.
All right. Well, Lennox Haley will be coming out in place. Come Ryland Boyle, the closing pitcher. Ryland Boyle is neutral and fit. He's got excellent velocity, excellent junk, excellent accuracy. He's not fully rested, but he's almost fully rested. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. It is now 12-3 after the Beewolves give up 5 in the 7th inning. Hanley Dexter is 2 for 3 with a home run. Buster Biggs 1 for 3. Laura Franco 1 for 2. And they're going to take a first look at Ryland Boyle.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Dexter is 2 for 3 with a home run, a single, and an RBI. He's hitting .286 this season. No outs. There's a shot right to Erickson at third base for the first out. So a line drive by Dexteris. Buster Biggs, a left fielder.
He's 1 for 3 on the day. He's
an out.
He's going to go 1 for 4. That's a easy pop up to left center field, waving it off as the center fielder Edwin chops. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Laura Franco, the first baseman. She's 1 for 2 today with a single and RBI. She's hitting .333 this season. 2 outs in the top of the 8th.
Jeez.
There's a smash right to Roosevelt, the second baseman, for the third out.
3 pitches, 3 outs.
Yeah, very reminiscent of the Beewolves from last season. Just even when they hit the ball, they're hitting it right at people. Milk Roosevelt 3 for 4. Ash Lewis 2 for 4 with a home run and a K. Edwin chops 1 for 4 with a double and 2 Ks. Winder has done some stuff. 3 for 4 with 3 singles is Milk Roosevelt, the second baseman. He's locked in and fit, hitting .750 on the season.
Crazy.
Dusty Winder delivers the first pitch for a cold strike. Strike 1. Winder's locked in and fit with 1 strikeout. That's in it for cold. Second strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Roosevelt, who finds himself in the hole. No outs. That's a shot deep into foul territory along the third baseline. That one's fouled off as well. Roosevelt making Winder work here. That's popped up, foul out of play again. At least pop it in, foul in place somewhere. There's a roller, and Winder picks it up, makes the throw to first for the first out. Okay. 1 out, Nash Lewis, the right fielder, stepping in. He's 2 for 4, a home run, a single, 3 RBIs. He's hitting .333 this season. He was tense, but he's moved to neutral now. He anticipated that pitch.
Of course he did.
And that is a towering shot to right center field that is gone. Home run number 2 on the day for that traveled 440 feet. That's Lewis's 3rd home run, 2nd of the day.
Jeez.
Edwin Shops, the center fielder, 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Shops is a fan of the inside pitch. 1 out, nobody on. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. No balls and a strike. That's in there for a called second strike. So Chops in the hole quickly. Chops hitting .444 this season. That's in there for a called third strike. Chops watches it goes by. So 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Dash Bugby, the first baseman, is 1 for 3 with a single, but that single brought in 3 RBIs. Bugby hitting .333 this season. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike with 2 outs to Bugby. Allen's inside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in there for a called second strike, and Bugby finds himself behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Bugby goes down on strikes. And we're heading into the top of the 9th. Warblers 13, Beewolves 3, and it's Billy LeBoink, Magic Moore, and Ruby Green, who have not gotten a hit all day, who are now going to try and win this thing. Rylan Boyle threw 3 pitches and got 3 outs. That should be in the Guinness book. Billy LeBoink, 0 for...
Oh, for crying out loud. 333 on the season. That was right in there, and he watches it go by. 0-1 the count. Top of the 9th inning, like you said, 13-3. That one misses ball. Good patience by Mr. LeBoink. That one's in there, but he swings early. Foul ball, strike 2. A little roller to the shortstop. Schaefer picks it up, throws it to first. 1 down.
0 for 4. Magic Moore, the center fielder. 0 for 2 today with a walk. He's hitting .400 this season. 1 out. He's got good connection versus left-handed pitching. So let's see how if that plays out. That's a ball. Ball 1. That's in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now batting.
That's a single to center field. That'll drop in front of Chops for a clean single. Way to go, Magic Moore getting something going here.
All right.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Just 10 more runs they need, Pete. Ruby Green comes up. She's known as an RBI man. 0-1 the count. Maybe she'll bring 2 of them in home. Outside course, she reaches for a bad pitch. Flips it to Schaefer. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher.
Steve Monster, the catcher, 0 for 3. This is his first game, so he does not have an average as of yet. Oops.
Wow.
Yep.
That's the way to end the game. Magic Moore takes off a day early, and he's done.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. That was just awful. Whew, what happened? Let's see. We look at this here. All right, scoring got started. Beewolves jumped out front. Warblers get 2. Beewolves tie it. Beewolves go ahead. Warblers tie it. Warblers score 4 in the 4th. Both have a couple innings off, and then the Warblers get the Beewolves have the worst inning of the season thus far. Give up 5 runs in the 7th. Another one in the 8th off a home run. Well, that was one-sided.
Yep.
Beewolves looking to come home. On the Beewolves side there, Torrance 0 for 4. Gina Torrance hasn't hit a ball since the regular season last year, I don't think. Billy LeBoink 0 for 3. Ruby Green 0 for 2. Steve Monster 0 for 3. It's just they weren't getting the offense today that they needed. Yeah. Dexteros gets a home run. Shows a little spark there at the beginning. That was exciting.
Yep. Yep, got off to an early start. I think we had another opportunity in the first inning that we kind of squandered, but I think we felt pretty good about it because we got that first inning home run. So we thought, okay, we're off to a good start. We didn't get that one, but we'll make it up. And I don't think we did.
So I think it was
we ever did.
I think it was Roosevelt, Lewis, and Chops were their notable players, right? They're 3 for 5, 3 for 5. Well, pitching. Bevis Ortiz gets the loss. He comes out those 5 innings, gets 8 hits off him, 4 earned runs, 5 Ks. Not a bad showing on the mound there for the Ks. With 1 home run off him toward the end. He's got a 7.20 ERA, 0-1 on the season. Benson Rushmore comes in, throws just 1 inning. Just 1 inning. Gets 5 hits off him, 4 earned runs. Gets 3 strikeouts, though. His ERA is a 36. And that does do... What?
Our relief pitching is going to be garbage.
Yeah.
It's just going to be, between Tats Belfort and now Benson Rushmore, they're going to be horrible.
Yeah. Dusty Winder throws 2 innings, gets a hit off him, 1 earned run, gets 3 Ks of his own, and he ends up with a 3.86.
Yeah, and then again, for the second time in 2 games, the Beewolves make a not a very good pitcher look like he's an ace. So Gutierrez gets the win. He goes 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, a strikeout, a home run. He leaves with a 3.86 ERA, and he gets the win. Boyle came in, pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, and he's already, I guess he must have had the save in the first game because his record is no wins, no losses, but 1 save. So 3 stars of the game, Ash Lewis, the right fielder. He went 3 for 5 with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and he scored 3 runs.
Hanley Dexteris comes in, finally starts doing a little bit of something, looking like the star that he is. He's second star of the game. The shortstop, number 2, went 2 for 4, got that home run early on, deep home run in left field, which was the RBI, 2 runs himself, and he stole a base.
And then the third star of the game, Milk Roosevelt, the second baseman, 3 for 5, 4 runs, and a stolen base. And again, Ash Lewis, Milk Roosevelt, both A- player.
Yeah, it's pretty good though.
Tommy G with 5 hits, 2 RBIs, a stolen base, and 6 strikeouts for a contribution of 58%. Pete J with 3 measly hits, a home run, 1 RBI, 1 stolen base, and 5 strikeouts, and a 42 contribution. Only 3 hits. That's it. That's the drain right there. You get 5, I get 3. I get too excited and I jump on first pitches. Again, it's that whole thing. Is it looks like it's so. Yeah. It's right there.
Well, yeah,
and you swing and it goes nowhere. It goes nowhere. And you're like, oh, that's a funny man, I was right on that.
Because the ones that are right on, those are the ones that are most likely to go some. But they made some incredible defensive plays in the field. Those guys. We had that one where Gina Torrance just the flip to her, and then to throw it, she drops the ball. There's a double play, and now nobody's out.
Yeah, and I think Torrance made actually 2 errors in the field. I mean, there was another one which put her in a tense state, which, again, that raises the level of her making another mistake, Yeah. So I think there was something else where I think she dropped the ball. But
literally dropped the ball.
Yeah.
All right, well, geez, I guess we're going to be looking forward to getting back home to open up our home opener against the Nemesis, just to get in front of our own fans. Maybe we need to be in Red Rock Stadium to turn things around.
I don't know what we got to do, but I was kind of it's hard. I was just going to say I was glad to see the pitching picking up. I was glad to see more strikeouts. I think we combined for 11 strikeouts. Mm-hmm. So I was glad to see that because we were definitely not getting any Ks in the first game. But yeah, the first 2 games, it seems like by the time you get midpoint of the game it's like the opposing batters know everything you're going to throw, and they're anticipating everything, and you're like, I don't know what to do here.
I couldn't believe how many times I saw anticipated. I'm like, how do they know all these pitches are coming? It was just this team.
Pitch after pitch after pitch, anticipated. It's like, come on, how?
Right, that's unbelievable. Yeah. Well, I mean, in 2 games we scored 7 runs. Not horrible, not big offense, but it's defense. It's all defense. 22 runs in 2 games.
Yeah, well, that's it. We've scored 7, which means we're averaging 3.5, and we're giving up 22, which is 11.
Right.
We're averaging giving up 11. So yeah, that's just not good. Just not good at all. What's our run differential? Has got to be we're at negative 15 at this point, which I think is probably, again, much like last season, it's the worst in the league. Yeah.
Well, they got to clamp down defensively. That's got to be the take home from when we play the Nemesis at the home opener, and then the Jacks come in town, the Grapplers. It doesn't get easier, so they got to do something. They got to change a little something, but well, we'll see what they can do. See what they do back in Arizona. I guess we won't dwell on it too long. Pete and I are going to go do some R&R, and then we're going to hit the road, go back home, and do some more R&R. So thanks for watching tonight. Until we see you back in Phoenix, this is Tommy G.
And Pete J. And we're saying, get out of here.